This is the ultimate guide for the Tower of Druaga. I will be showing you how to obtain every necessary treasure and complete the final step to finish the game. Let's do this. Kill 3 green slimes and get the copper mattock. Kill 2 black slimes and get the jet boots. Kill either one of the blue knights and get the potion of extra life. Without having the key, touch the exit and get the chime. This will indicate the location of the key on every floor. Block the incoming spells from the mages 3 times. You can also do this while having your sword drawn out to make things easier. Plus, you are going to need this item to get to the next sword on floor 18. Touch the top row of the floor, then press down and get the candle. Use your copper mattock and get the silver mattock. Swing your sword from a different row or column and you'll get the potion of power, which will increase your vitality. Avoid getting the next treasure. You can safely disregard getting the treasure on this floor. Block the spell from the red slime. The best way to do this is get its attention, but be ready to have your sword drawn in case it gets too close to you, and then get the gauntlet. Touch the bottom row of the floor, then press up and you'll get the candle again. Make your druid appear at the bottom row of the floor. The best way to do this is be directly on that row, then the treasure should appear. Touch the exit, then kill all the enemies on this floor. Don't worry about killing some enemies before this step. If done correctly, you'll get the red line shield. Wait until the time reaches 5,000, you'll get the dragon potion. Pass through the blue knight, but you have to swing your sword at the right time to make the treasure appear, and then you'll get the green necklace. Touch the right and left side of the floor. This will let you see ghosts permanently. Let a ghost warp through walls 5 times and get the lockpick potion. Assuming you had the lockpick potion, do not touch the outer walls of the floor. If you spawn on either side, you will have time to react to move away. After a few seconds, you'll get the Dragon Slayer sword. Open the gate and wait a few seconds for the treasure to appear. You will need the Book of Light. Without killing any enemies on this floor, open the gate and the treasure will appear, revealing another potion of power. Don't move for 5 to 10 seconds. If a ghost is near, just kill it. You can use your mattock to break a wall for the wisp to pass through, since you can't kill it or touch it without the green ring. Don't collect the treasure on this floor, it's another potion of energy drain. Kill all 3 wizards, but don't kill any blue slimes, and then get the Bible. Swing the sword at the start. If you do not, you will have to restart this level in order to get the balance that you will need for floor 26. Collect the key and kill a druid, but not all 4 of them. Alternatively, you can kill a druid and then collect the key and get the hyper gauntlet. Pass through a wisp and get the red necklace. This will allow you to pass through fire. You will need this to get the balance on floor 36. Stand on the exit, then draw your sword and get the Book of Gates detection. Move the analog stick clockwise 3 times. You don't have to turn. Walk over either the left side or the right side of the level. Do this 3 times and get the lockpick potion. Press the start button, or in some versions, press the select button. Swing the sword twice. After swinging it the first time, swing it again before the sword is put away. Pass through the silver dragon. You don't have to swing your sword, and you don't need to kill it, and get the hyper shield. Kill the mirror knight and get the Book of Keys detection. Once again, you can skip this floor. You don't want to get the potion of energy drain. Pass through fire and get the balanced treasure item. Kill the 2 ghosts on this floor, then pass through Roper and get the hyper helmet. Block the spell with your shield while your sword is drawn and get the green crystal rod. Press up 2 times, then down 5 times, and you'll get the red ring. Do not get the treasure item on this floor. If you somehow collected the potion of death after passing through a roper below 10,000, then the timer will run twice as fast and you have to get rid of it. If you've accidentally collected the potion of death by mistake, you have to kill the Clock's dragon to get the potion of cure for the timer to run normally. Pass through a wisp, then collect the key followed by passing through another wisp, and you'll get the sapphire mace. Once again, avoid this treasure item. It is another potion of energy drain. You need to kill the magicians in this order: druid, mage, sorcerer, and then wizard. Doing this correctly and you'll get the balanced treasure item. Before collecting the treasure box that appears when you spawn, you need to kill the knights in order: Lizardman, High Power Knight, Mirror Knight, Black Knight, and then Blue Knight. If done correctly, then you can collect your treasure, followed by the second treasure box that first spawned, and you'll get the Excalibur. Pass through all 4 corners of this floor. You'll need to return back to where you first started, and then you'll obtain the blue necklace. Defeat a roper and then get the lockpick potion. Similar to floor 46, pass through all 4 corners. You don't need to return to where you first started, but the treasure item should appear, revealing the red crystal rod that you will need later on. Once again, skip this floor since it is another negative treasure item. Touch all 4 outer walls and you'll get the last potion of power. Press and hold down any directional button on your D-pad or analog stick. Hold it for up to about 9 to 10 seconds and you'll get the last balanced treasure item. With your mattock, destroy 4 walls and you'll get the hyper armor. Walk to this spot, then destroy a wall there. You can use your mattock to pass through this point and you'll get the last lockpick potion. Head over to this spot facing downwards and you'll get the blue ring. Skip to the next floor. There isn't a treasure item on this level. Just like with floor 55, there isn't a treasure on this level either, just an empty box. Touch the exit, then kill the fake Ishtar. She's the imposter. Next, kill the Lizardman and you'll get the Ruby Mace treasure item. Pass through these 3 spots, point A, B, and C in order. You can use the Matic to get to those points faster that way. Then you can collect the blue Crystal Rod, which you will need to defeat Duraga on the next floor. Kill the fast high power knight. 4 wizards will appear, but only one of them is real. After killing the correct one, you'll have to fight Quox, that will appear shortly after. Duraga will then appear. Get close enough, and then draw your sword to slay him. Assuming you have successfully defeated Duraga, you can now exit this floor to proceed to the 60th floor. Go to Ishtar, then head down to the first bottom row. Once in the center, press down, followed by the top first row. Do the exact same method, go to the center, then press down. Finally, go to the middle row where you will meet Key on the far left side of the level. Go back to the center in the middle and press down. Congratulations, you've completed the Tower of Duraga. I hope this guide was helpful. If it did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you have any questions or still need help. You can check out a full walkthrough video that I had previously went live here on my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.